Hey guys, this video is going to be about the idol versus artist kind of thing, whether certain idols are artists or not. But first, I want to do the shout out things I said I was going to do, and then we'll get to that. I've never did shout outs before, so I'm not entirely sure what you're supposed to do, but um, I'm going to try this out. First person I'm gonna shout out to is Funny Guy 69. You post so many threads, man. Seriously. Seriously. Next person is Corn Brescia. I don't know you that well, but apparently you're a big Beyonce fan, so The next person I'm giving a shout out to is Gorgeous Spazzer 9. I like your threads. You're pretty awesome. I remember when you first joined, or at least I think that's what it was. I think I was the first person to post on your wall thingy, whatever the fuck it's called on there. The next shout out is for Time for Cupcakes, also known as Kita, Kuda, what, I don't even fucking know how you pronounce that. But she wanted me to tell you that something stupid was a real and I don't want to, so I'm not going to suck on it. The next shout out is for Lil Tamin. I like you. You're one of the more sociable mods. You actually like to talk to people and stuff and post threads. Not a lot of mods post threads. The last shout out is for Mivy. Mivy was a little late on posting to get me to do a shout out because I only asked for 5 people. And maybe it was like the 9th person or like the 7th person, but had a sad gif of, I think, Top crying, so I figured I'd just go ahead and give Mivy a shout out because why not? So now to the big thing. A lot of people on the forums, ever since it got started, there's been like probably a couple hundred threads started about it, about whether SNSD are actually artists or not. I've kind of broken this down and tried to find out ways to see what it means to be an artist, really, and if they fit that. First, we need to define what an artist is. Merriam-Webster gives more than one definition. One is one who professes and practices an imaginative art. Another definition that they use is one who is adept at something, such as a con artist or a strikeout artist. I'm going to use these 2 definitions specifically in my argument. Now, to get a clear idea of what we're talking about, let's look at what Soo-young actually said in the interview that started this. This was a Japanese interview, and the interviewer asked, "Is Girls' Generation an idol group or an artist?" Basically, the translations on almost all the articles that talked about this and reported on what she said translated it to, "Honestly, we want to be called an artist." The only site that didn't put it in that word, the only site that said, "Honestly, I want to be called an artist," was All K-pop. And as we all know, you can't exactly trust All K-pop's articles. They like to start crap, with the Israel, Pakistan, or whatever. I don't even keep up with that stuff, but they started that because they made it look like he said that. They like to do that crap, but don't trust them. But I went through a bunch of different ones, and most of them said that she said, "Honestly, we want to be called an artist." So, just get that clear. Now, one of the arguments would probably be that SNSD members' contributions were probably not that significant in the songwriting. The people will probably argue that they didn't write a whole lot of the lyrics, they just, wrote a line or 2 or something like that, but there's really no way that I nor any of you could really prove either way apart from what the members of SNSD have said. What I got from when Soo-young talked about working on How Great Is Your Love is that she did a lot of the work of the writing herself. From what I could tell, she was the one who wrote a lot of the song. Now let's talk about the second definition. It says an artist is someone who is adept at something. Now, personally, I consider most of the group adept at one thing or another, such as Taeyeon with singing or Hyoyeon with dancing. I'm not saying that they are the greatest. I'm just saying they are adept at it. So, in turn, they would be considered artists. Now, really, it's to determine, are they an artist as a whole, which I think is a weird way to put it, but it could just been something in translation between Japanese and Korean and English, somewhere in there. It got mixed up, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just what they meant. But the real question is, are SNSD an artist? Since most of the group could be considered artists in one way or another, then I think you could consider the entire group an artist. I'm not saying that they're not models. I'm saying that they are technically artists. At the least, they are technically artists. Okay, now I'm done with that argument. Something I'd like to say. We have a few new members, for posting videos on here. We have pretty much every day filled except for Saturday, I think. So expect in the next couple weeks for there to be pretty much a continual flow of videos from our channel. I hope you guys have a good week. I'll see you around on forums, subscribe and all that good stuff. I'll be arguing with you probably. Don't forget to watch all the videos that we post on here. We should be having one every day except for Saturday within the next couple weeks. So be excited. If you haven't checked out Jenna or Hobok's new intro video, go ahead and go check her out because you might have missed it. I don't know. See you guys around.